Hey, what's going on, all my otakus out there? It's VFM here, and it's time for a brand new OTGT for all of you guys out there. The first one for 2012. Let's get right into it. OTGT is back. It's only the goddamn truth for all of you people. Here's what I'm talking about today. If you guys haven't seen it already, in the description box I left a link to this commercial, brand new Modern Warfare 3 commercial from Activision about Call of Duty that everybody's been complaining about, or there's been a selected group, I should say, that's been complaining about it. And it basically is the commercial itself is basically like these two guys, and they're kind of like, shooting things up all over the place in like this virtual city or whatever. It's pretty much very similar to how it is actually in Modern Warfare 3. And basically the whole entire premise of the entire commercial is to kind of like show people from a different perspective of what it's like, when gamers are getting together playing a game like Call of Duty. Even to the point where they even use the same gaming lingo, like noob, veteran, pro, all kinds of different stuff. They even have things from the game that are actually appear in the commercial, all kinds of cool stuff. Even, like, if you guys remember that little section in, I believe it was Modern Warfare 2, the Mile High Club. I believe it was Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 1. The Mile High Club, when you're actually on the plane and, it goes all slow motion, you got to kill a whole bunch of enemies, when the airlock opens up. They have something very similar to that in the commercial. Whole bunch of cool little, little lingo, little nods to different things about Call of Duty. But that's not what I'm talking about. Main thing I'm talking about is this little controversy that's coming up where U.S. soldiers or people in the U.S. military are complaining about how this commercial is offensive, to people who are veterans or people who have just come back from Afghanistan or Iraq, from deployment and things like that, that it's really kind of offensive to them because it kind of glorifies warfare, or that it looks at war and dying or getting killed in action as something, to sneeze at, very disrespectful, to them. And here's my 2 cents on this. Now, don't get me wrong. And let me first come on and say, war sucks. I think it's pretty much a general consensus for all of us out there. Getting deployed, going out there and fighting, and with the possibility of getting killed really much sucks. However, at the same time, it still brings some sort of honor and duty that you're doing for your country and bringing honor towards your family like that. I totally understand that. And believe me, I sympathize for anybody that has to go out there and really, take care of business. Let's put it that way. However, back up for a second, okay? We're talking about a gaming commercial, a video game commercial at that, okay? We're talking about a game commercial that all it pretty much is doing is, one, trying to advertise for the game, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, and two, it's just kind of, playing on the whole sci-fi aspect, well, not sci-fi, but, action movie aspect about what Call of Duty is all about. You see it all the time in all different types of commercials. You see it in all different types of movies. Hell, you even see it in all different types of video games that are created. If you really want to talk about an offensive commercial, because let's be honest, Activision's track record when it comes to certain commercials hasn't been all too that great unless it's something like, Guitar Hero or something. But in terms of Call of Duty, some of the commercials are a little bit offensive. Case in point, Fight Against Grenade Spammers. If you guys remember that kind of little viral marketing thing that they did, the little video that was all over the place and got them in a lot of trouble, that's offensive. Those people, for those that it applies to, have something to be really pissed off about. This one, not so much, because even if you just look at the commercial, it doesn't look like they're trying to disrespect the military. This doesn't look like they're trying to glorify war, or that they're trying to spin the faces of people that have given their lives up for the freedoms that we have. It's just, trying to play on the whole aspect of what it's like for us as gamers being a part of that whole virtual reality of actually being part of a simulated war. Using the lingo, using all the cool action moments, the respawns, different locations and stuff like that. It doesn't look like it was trying to attack anyone that's part of the U.S. military. And that's what these guys are trying to make it seem like. I think they need to slow their roll, take a moment, because not every game that comes out and not every commercial or thing that involves video games, that also involves the military or involves war and aspects of that sort, is meant as a personal attack on them or any sort of attack whatsoever. It's just meant to advertise the game. It's just meant to show, what it's like, what's going through the minds of gamers' heads as they're playing these games and such. And it's also meant to be a little bit funny. It's also meant to have a good sense of humor, because if you watch the end of the actual commercial, I'm not going to spoil it for you guys if you haven't seen it, but watch the end of the commercial. It is pretty funny, once you get into the grand scheme of things. So anyway, that's just my 2 cents on it, people. Leave your comments and video responses. I don't mind. Just keep them civil. Let me know what you guys think of this commercial. Watch the commercial first off, before you start putting in the comment section. Then put in the comment section below what you guys actually thought, your opinions. Do you actually think it's offensive, or do you think it's not offensive? Put it in the comment section below, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. So, I'm Venomousfatman. This has been Only the Goddamn Truth. OTGT is back, people, for 2012. I'll talk to you guys again soon. Peace out. Stay epic, everybody.